Winter can be peaceful. The air becomes crisp, the mornings are quiet, and the world slows down. But for millions of older adults, winter brings something else entirely. A deep ache in the knees, stiffness in the hands, hips that don't want to move, shoulders that feel heavy and frozen. And year after year, many older adults say the same thing. My joints hurt more when it gets cold. This isn't a myth. It's not just aging, and it's not something you're imagining. Cold weather creates real, measurable changes inside your body, in your joints, your muscles, your nerves, your circulation, even your hormones. Today, we're going to explore the science behind why winter makes joint pain worse, why older adults experience it far more intensely, and what can be done to reduce this discomfort. This is the full explanation of why older adults feel more joint pain in winter. Your body enters survival mode in cold weather. When temperatures drop, your body doesn't just feel cold on the outside. It changes how it allocates energy on the inside. Humans evolved to survive winter by protecting essential organs first. That means when you're cold, your body redirects warm blood away from arms, legs, hands, feet, and your joints. This process is called vasoconstriction. The blood vessels in your limbs tighten to prevent heat loss, and that causes colder joints, reduced flexibility, slower movement, increased stiffness. For younger adults, this reaction is mild, but for older adults, who often have weaker circulation, the effect becomes much stronger. This is why winter mornings feel harsh. Your hands are stiff before you touch anything. Your knees click and resist movement. Your hips feel asleep. Your shoulders tighten when you try to lift your arms. Your joints aren't weak. They're simply receiving less warmth and less blood flow. Winter changes your internal circulation, and your joints feel the consequences. Aging cartilage becomes extra sensitive to temperature. Inside every joint is cartilage, a smooth, rubber-like cushion that prevents your bones from grinding together. When you're young, cartilage is thick, elastic, hydrated, strong. But after age 50, cartilage naturally becomes thinner, drier, less flexible, slower to recover. Cold temperatures amplify those weaknesses. Cartilage, like rubber, becomes stiffer when cold. So movement that feels normal in summer can feel tight, resistant, or painful in winter. This is why older adults feel sharper knee pain, stiffness when bending, discomfort standing up, pressure in hips and ankles, reduced range of motion. Cartilage doesn't warm up instantly. It takes time. That's why many older adults say, "My joints hurt the most right when I wake up and slowly improve once I start moving." This isn't imagination. It's physics and biology working together. The lubricating fluid inside your joints thickens in cold weather. Inside every joint is a natural lubricant called synovial fluid. It keeps your joints gliding smoothly and prevents friction. Think of synovial fluid like oil in a machine. But in winter, this fluid thickens. Just like cooking oil becomes thicker in the fridge, synovial fluid becomes less slippery. Thicker fluid equals slower movement, more grinding sensations, stiffness, more pain, reduced mobility. For older adults who already produce less synovial fluid because of aging, the effect is even stronger. This is why. Opening jars, climbing stairs, bending to pick something up, gripping objects, standing up from a chair, all feel noticeably harder in cold weather. Your joints are not broken. They are simply experiencing a natural reaction to lower temperatures. Why your joints predict the weather. Barometric pressure. One of the most surprising and most accurate predictors of winter joint pain isn't temperature. It's air pressure. Before a winter storm arrives, before snow, before rain, the atmosphere changes. Barometric pressure drops. Barometric pressure is simply the weight of the air pressing on your body. Higher pressure pushes everything inward slightly. Lower pressure allows your tissues to expand. When pressure drops, joint tissues swell slightly. Fluid inside the joints expands. Nerves become compressed. Inflammation increases. Pain sensitivity rises. Even a very small change in pressure can trigger pain. You've probably heard older adults say, "My knees hurt. A storm must be coming. My hands tell me when the weather will change." And they're right. Arthritis-affected joints are extremely sensitive to pressure changes. Inflamed tissues expand more easily. That expansion presses on nerves and increases pain. You are not imagining it. Your joints really can feel the weather, because the weather literally changes the pressure inside your body. Cold weather makes muscles tighten faster. Joints do not function alone. They rely heavily on the muscles surrounding them, but cold temperatures cause muscles to tighten, contract, become less flexible, warm up more slowly. This creates a chain reaction. Tight muscles gives more pressure on joints, gives increased pain. Older adults notice this more because muscle mass naturally decreases with age. Muscle elasticity declines. Warm-up takes longer. Posture becomes less stable. This is why winter mornings feel especially painful. You wake up stiff. Your back feels locked. Your knees resist bending. Your shoulders feel tense. It takes time, warmth, and movement for muscles to unlock again. Think of your muscles like cold dough. Hard and difficult to move at first, but smoother once warmed. Winter delays that warming process, and your joints pay the price. Decreased circulation with age makes everything worse. Even without winter, circulation naturally declines as we age. Arteries become stiffer. Blood vessels narrow. Heart output slows slightly. Extremities receive less blood. This affects hands, feet, knees, legs. When winter arrives, circulation drops even further, causing reduced oxygen delivery, slower healing, colder joints, more inflammation, higher pain sensitivity. Older adults often say, "My hands never warm up in winter. My feet stay cold no matter how many socks I wear." This isn't just temperature, it's circulation. Poor circulation plus cold weather equals joint discomfort amplified. This is especially noticeable in people who have diabetes, high blood pressure, heart conditions, peripheral neuropathy. Winter stresses an already struggling circulatory system, and joints reflect that stress. Inflammation increases in winter. Older adults naturally have higher baseline inflammation in the body, a condition called inflammaging. Winter amplifies it. Cold weather triggers stress responses in the body. When the body is stressed, it releases chemicals that increase inflammation. More inflammation means swelling, stiffness, soreness, reduced mobility, longer recovery time. For people with arthritis, this effect is doubled. Arthritis already causes chronic inflammation. Winter then adds an extra layer of inflammatory response. This is why winter pain can feel deeper, sharper, more persistent, harder to ignore. Winter isn't just cold, it's inflammatory. Vitamin D drops in winter. During winter months, especially in northern parts of the United States, sunlight becomes rare. Shorter days, overcast skies, and indoor living dramatically reduce one of the body's most important nutrients, vitamin D. Vitamin D isn't just a bone vitamin. It plays a major role in joint health, muscle strength, immune regulation, inflammation control, mood stability, When older adults don't get enough sunlight, vitamin D levels drop sharply. Low vitamin D leads to increased joint pain, weaker muscles, heightened inflammation, slower healing, deeper, more persistent soreness. This is why winter joint pain can feel like it's coming from inside the bones. In many cases, it actually is. Low vitamin D also contributes to seasonal depression, which increases sensitivity to pain, creating a double impact for older adults. In summer, your joints feel supported. In winter, they feel vulnerable, not because of age alone, but because your body is running with less of the nutrient designed to protect your bones and joints. Arthritis becomes more sensitive to winter weather. More than 50 million Americans have arthritis, and winter is consistently reported as the worst season for joint pain. Winter doesn't cause arthritis, but it greatly intensifies the symptoms. Here's why. 1. Cold tightens the muscles around arthritic joints. This increases pressure and discomfort. 2. Barometric pressure drops make inflamed tissues swell. Arthritic joints are already inflamed. Winter magnifies that swelling. 3. Reduced movement increases stiffness. Arthritis thrives in stillness. Winter encourages stillness. 4. Cartilage loses lubrication faster. Arthritic cartilage is already damaged. Cold weather makes it even more fragile. Older adults with osteoarthritis, knees, hips, hands, rheumatoid arthritis, gout, spinal arthritis, all experience a noticeable spike in symptoms during winter. It's not psychological. It's not coincidence. It's biology reacting to environmental stress. Winter turns mild arthritis into severe arthritis, and severe arthritis into debilitating pain. Winter affects mood, and mood affects pain. Pain is not only physical, it is deeply emotional. During winter, many older adults experience seasonal depression, loneliness, reduced social activity, increased stress, poor sleep, less sunlight. All of these psychological factors increase pain sensitivity. The brain interprets pain more intensely when it is tired, sad, or stressed. This is why winter pain feels sharper emotionally, more discouraging, more draining, harder to ignore. Loneliness in winter amplifies pain. Stress amplifies inflammation. Poor sleep reduces pain tolerance. And older adults often face all three at once. This is why the same joint pain feels like a minor annoyance in summer, but feels overwhelming in winter. Your brain and body work together. Winter affects both. So winter pain feels twice as strong. Winter reduces physical activity, and stillness damages joints. Movement is medicine for joints. When you move, synovial fluid circulates, cartilage softens, muscles activate, and stiffness melts away. But winter changes our behavior. Cold temperatures and icy streets make older adults hesitant to go outside. Shorter days reduce walking time. Slippery surfaces increase the fear of falling. And staying warm indoors feels safer than facing the cold. This results in fewer steps, longer sitting periods, reduced stretching, weaker muscles, slower circulation, increased stiffness. Older joints depend on movement. The same way, a machine depends on running regularly. When winter slows your activity, joints suffer. Many older adults describe the cycle. You move less because your cold gives your joints hurt more. Your joints hurt more gives you move even less. You move even less gives your joints stiffen further. Winter creates the perfect storm. Less movement gives weaker muscles, gives more pressure on joints, gives more pain. The pain is real, but inactivity amplifies it far more than people realize. Even small winter habits, like sitting under a blanket for hours, slowly stiffen the body. Winter makes comfort easy, but recovery hard. How sleep patterns change in winter and affect joint pain. Sleep affects pain sensitivity, and winter heavily disrupts sleep for older adults. Shorter daylight hours confuse the biological clock, leading to earlier tiredness, more nighttime awakenings, lighter sleep, reduced deep sleep. Poor sleep increases pain perception by up to 40% in older adults. When the brain is tired, inflammation increases. Muscles tighten, stress rises, nerves become more sensitive. This makes joint pain feel stronger and more persistent. Winter also worsens sleep through cold bedrooms, heavy blankets restricting movement, nighttime temperature drops, dry indoor air. Each of these creates small stress responses in the body that collectively increase joint sensitivity. This is why older adults often report, "I wake up feeling stiff. My body hurts more on mornings after bad sleep." Winter nights make everything worse. It isn't aging. It's winter affecting the systems that control pain. How the immune system reacts to winter. Winter challenges the immune system. Cold air, dry environments, and indoor heating all increase inflammation inside the body. Older adults already have a naturally weakened immune system. Winter multiplies the effect. When the immune system becomes stressed, it releases molecules that increase inflammation in the joints. This leads to swelling, tenderness, deeper aches, longer recovery, flare-ups of arthritis, slower healing from minor joint injuries. Winter also increases the risk of colds, flu, respiratory infections. Even mild illness causes the body to boost inflammation to fight infection. But inflammation does not stay local. It spreads through the bloodstream and aggravates joint pain everywhere. Older adults often describe winter pain as whole body pain. This is immune-driven inflammation. Combined with cold weather, the body experiences a double burden: external cold plus internal inflammation. No wonder winter feels harsh. Practical ways to reduce winter joint pain. Understanding why winter makes joint pain worse is important, but relief matters even more. Here are science-backed methods older adults can use to reduce winter joint pain and improve mobility. 1. Keep your joints warm at all times. Warmth increases blood flow, relaxes muscles, and reduces stiffness. Highly effective methods include heating pads on knees or lower back, warm baths or showers, heated blankets, thermal socks and gloves, layered clothing, using space heaters in commonly used rooms. Warmth is your greatest ally in winter. 2. Move every 30 to 45 minutes. Sitting for long periods stiffens joints rapidly. Set a simple movement rule. Every 30 to 45 minutes, stand up and stretch your legs. Rotate your shoulders. Walk for 1 to 2 minutes. Gently bend your knees. Move your fingers and wrists. Small movements prevent big stiffness. 3. Stay physically active, even indoors. Exercise lubricates joints and strengthens muscles. Winter-friendly activities include indoor walking, stationary cycling, swimming in heated pools, gentle yoga, tai chi, stretching routines. The less you move, the more you hurt. Winter pain thrives on stillness. 4. Maintain vitamin D levels. Low vitamin D is one of the biggest contributors to winter joint pain. Ways to increase vitamin D: sunlight exposure, 10 to 20 minutes when possible. Vitamin D supplements with doctor approval. Foods like salmon, eggs, fortified cereals. A simple blood test can reveal deficiency. 5. Stay hydrated. Cold reduces thirst, but dehydration thickens synovial fluid and increases joint stiffness. Drink water consistently, even if you don't feel thirsty. 6. Use anti-inflammatory nutrition. Winter inflammation can be reduced with foods like turmeric, ginger, berries, olive oil, leafy greens, walnuts and almonds, omega-3 rich fish. Food is not medicine, but it supports the body's healing capacity. 7. Improve sleep quality. Warm your bedroom. Use a humidifier. Avoid heavy blankets that restrict movement. Reduce screen time at night. Better sleep equals less pain. 8. Protect your joints outdoors. When you do go outside, wear knee and hand warmers. Stretch before leaving the house. Walk slowly on icy surfaces. Avoid standing still in the cold. Your joints need preparation for winter conditions. 9. Talk to your doctor about medications. Some medications interact with cold weather by increasing dehydration or muscle stiffness. A simple adjustment can reduce winter pain significantly. Emotional care reduces physical pain. Winter affects more than the body. It affects the mind. Many older adults experience increased loneliness, reduced social contact, seasonal depression, anxiety, less sunlight exposure. These emotional factors intensify pain signals in the brain. To reduce emotional stress in winter, call or visit loved ones regularly. Join community groups. Stay connected online. Practice light meditation. Listen to calming music. Keep your home bright during the day. Pain weakens the spirit, but the spirit can also weaken pain. Taking care of emotional well-being is part of reducing joint pain. Why winter pain doesn't mean something is wrong with you. Many older adults fear winter pain means their arthritis is worsening, their joints are deteriorating, they're losing mobility permanently. But that's not true. Winter pain is environmental, temporary, reversible, manageable. Most winter symptoms disappear when temperatures rise and sunlight increases. Your joints are not failing. They are reacting to cold temperatures, low pressure, reduced movement, thicker synovial fluid, muscle tension, emotional stress. Winter pain is not a measure of your health. It's a seasonal response, not a permanent condition. This perspective matters. Because fear intensifies pain, understanding reduces it. A gentle message for older adults. If you're an older adult struggling with joint pain every winter, please remember this. You are not weak. You are not falling apart. There is nothing wrong with you. Your body is responding exactly as a human body should. When faced with cold, darkness, stillness, and pressure changes, winter is tough. Not because you're older, but because the body is sensitive, intelligent, and protective. Joint pain is a message, not a failure. But with warmth, movement, nutrition, sunlight, and emotional support, winter pain can be reduced, managed, and softened. Thank you for watching, and take care of your joints. They have carried you through a lifetime.